Good evening and welcome to the Formula Racing League. It's the first round of the GT4 series in Group 1. I'm Tom Canton from the box, giving you the details for tonight's racing. We currently have 16 drivers out on the racetrack, including Keddy, using the Aston Martin by the looks of things, although each team may be running a specific manufacturer on this one. They have their own team. Now, this is my first time using the Special Corsa online, so it may take a little bit of time for me to find my way through in terms of how the controls work. So I do apologise. I ended up doing something really good. There is the number 666 of FRL. There are 20 guys out on the racetrack. So at the moment, he's fastest to the 1:35.8. He's nearly a whole second quicker than Simon in second, ahead of Prestige in third. And it's Freeman, Mariola, Freeman, Oscar, Cheese Monkey, Mr. Aeropiel and Kevin rounding out the top 10 so far. Trying to get an onboard view of one of the cars. So I'm trying to go around across other drivers. Cars in the GT4s. Nothing goes on. Some of them may be racing for the first time in this one, others have been in before. Simon in third place right now. Season fourth, and Smith Wonder in fifth position is the most to move up. Marley Elliott in sixth position. Check the deck. Filling the second role into 17 runners. Cola into Coppice, currently on the back straight at the present moment. Still fastest on a 1:35.8. Gap put down by Cassis has gone to PT. Freeman in P3, 4,000 for the second adrift of Cassis, and Simon fourth, and Freeman in the top 5. So the session ends with Keddy taking pole position ahead of Simon in second, with Freeman third. Precis is fourth in the Chevrolet ahead of Freeman and Mariola. And it's Parker, Timmy Blonder, Monkey and Onros rounding out the top 10. Kevin and Cooper are on row 6 ahead of Era and Stroh. Hutch and Kohler are next behind, followed by Pekdadag and GTJ. So the drivers are on the grid then, ready to go for the first race of today. And the session will start in less than 3 minutes' time. So, looking at the grid in terms of who's where, in line race you've got Caddy and Mr. Error, both of which are in Aston Martins. Not fast, just furious, you've got Precis and Hutch, who are both in Chevrolets. Pocket Rockets Racing Team, you've got Will Freeman and Marek Mariola, who are in McLarens. Reptile Racing Team, got Simon and Omar Oz in BMWs. Team Redeem Motorsport, Does Parker and GTJ in Mercedes. Red Scorpion Racing with Cooper and Timmy Blonder, they're also in Mercedes cars. Overdose Racing have Kevin and Freeman 82 in BMWs. And Auto Butchers have Cheese Monkey and SC Cola, who are in what looks like Genettas. So ready to go for the start of this race. Who will lead into Red Gate corner first? Will it be Caddy or will it be Simon? So 30 seconds to go.
Seconds. 10 seconds.
So let's go for the start of this one now. Hopefully the camera will remain with a particular driver. Field go off on their formation lap by the looks of things. So yeah, it looks like they're on the formation. I'm just trying to navigate my way through the screen. It doesn't seem to allow me to do that, unfortunately. So the cars coming through towards McLean's. And then the race should get underway very, very shortly here. It'll be the longer version, the Grand Prix layout, rather than the shorter course. One of the bars being knocked off there, and the cars so hopefully we are able to see the action. The field looking ready to go now. Right, we're just going to come out and come back in because for some reason it's not letting me get in onto the camera of a driver at the moment, so just bear with 1 moment.
Green light, give us all you can.
Seems to be underway then. Still making the way through. Here's Peddy in the race lead, with Freeman in second place, and it's Proceeds in third. Simon next behind in fourth position, and it's Freeman, Gaz Parker, Mariola, Jimmy Blunder, and Cheese Monkey, Kevin, Mr. Error, Tro, Cooper, Hart, Taylor, GT4 and Onros running out the field so far. It's a 40-minute race, so judging by the lap times, we should be aiming for around 25 laps. Just watching the cars behind, see if there's any action going on at the moment. You can see a move there from the number 324 of Cheese Monkey's dive into the inside there, and he's got his elbows out and he's through. So Cheese Monkey through and up into 7th position ahead of the McLaren. There's all sorts of positions for Jimmy Blunder, who's got past. The leaderboard will update itself as the field go across the line. I think it updates every sector the cars go through, hence why you're not seeing the change in position straight away. There's a car in the pit lane, that is Kevin in one of the BMWs, and looks like he's looking to get his fuel strategy done and out of the way. There is a mandatory pit stop involved in these races in the GT4 class in Group 1. Still in the race lead, 7 tenths clear of Freeman, although that looks a lot bigger of a gap now than it was in the start of the race. I think it's looking at the qualifying times actually by the looks of things, so hopefully we'll find out what the gaps actually are. Someone can inform me on how to do that, that'd be very much appreciated. Proceeds is in second position now by the looks of things. I think these are the intervals that it's showing on screen right now, so D is in fact 2 seconds clear of Proceeds, and then it's Simon in third place. Freeman not far behind in 4th place. There's Daz Parker with Freeman next behind the Cheese Monkey. Goddard, as you can see, Mariola losing a position to Mr. Error PL, who has got through in the Aston Martin. Field coming through Redgate corner. Mr. Error going well in 9th position. The D was able to extend the margin to 2.8 seconds over Precis. Who is racing for Line Racing alongside Mr. Error. He's racing in the Not Fast Just Furious team alongside Hotch. Cars making their way through Coppice. Eddie continues on his way. See there's another battle going on further down the field. Seems to be working a single file at the moment, so the closest battle on track is between Precis and Simon in the battle for 2nd position. Simon in the 999 BMW, closing in on the number 1 Chevrolet of Precis. Break the Goddard. And then onto the pit straight to begin the 4th lap of this one. Just over 35 minutes remaining. Not 100% sure on how the point system works when it comes to second course in the Formula Racing League. I know all the finishers score points. In terms of how many is pretty much my guess at the moment. So Daz Parker was closing up behind Cheese Monkey in the battle for, or as they say, Freeman. Freeman's ahead of Daz Parker. You can see how close they are. Freeman there, behind him, got Freeman, Daz Parker and Cheese Monkey fighting over 6th place. This is the battle we want to be seeing at the moment. Cheese Monkey getting through on Daz Parker. Cheese Monkey's through and up into 6th position as they complete lap 4. Blunder has gone off track at off the train the curve actually through Starkey's Bridge, so he's lost a position to Daz Parker, who runs wide actually. That allows Blunder, I think Mr. Error's gone by them already, so Mr. Error gained a few positions on the lap already in the Aston Martin. Yeah, Mr. Error's gained 2 positions on this lap. It's moving up into 7th position ahead of Blunder and Mariola. Daz Parker down to 10th place. He's lost 3 positions on this lap alone in the Mercedes AMG. Parks behind in 11th position as Parker makes a move down the inside of Mariola, and that's a very nice move there into the hairpin. What is Hutch going to do here, though? He closes back in on Mariola. And that's Mr. Error going for a spin on the exit of Goddard. So Mr. Error, after gaining 2 positions on this lap, has fallen back down to what looks like 13th place now. It does say 12th on the graphic, but the times on the classification gets updated after each sector, so not as soon as the car gets past another one. It's when they soon get around. You can see that is GTJ going off the track for a little bit of lawn mowing by the looks of things. Come back onto the racetrack. Down the order, I reckon. Looking at the race leader though, Kadeem is extending the margin 5 seconds in the end of sector 1. I would like to think they've extended that with the clear track he's got in front of him. Simi Blunder in 7th place. Mariola on the threat here from, tell who that car is. It's just gone through sector 2 now, so it'll be Onro's KRT in the number 21. And we look to see the Mercedes AMG of Daz Parker, who is looking to get back on Freeman in the fight for 7th place. Cheese Monkey's done very well to get himself up into 5th. It's currently 1.5 seconds, or even less than that actually now, as we watch one of the ducked into the pits there. That is Freeman who's gone in. So Freeman coming in for his mandatory pit stop. He wants some clean air and perhaps perform an undercut on those that he's been fighting with. And there's Kevin there, who is a lap down on the car ahead. So he's got all to do. I mean, it may not be a lap down, but he's a long way behind the others. The gap with Padilla over the season is just over 5 seconds. We watch Mariola going to over here with one of the Mercedes AMG cars. That'll be Cooper who's got through. It looks like Mr. Error is going to be alongside. And Mr. Error getting past Mariola to go off into what is now 10th place. Jason will update himself in sector 2. We've got Mr. Error's in 9th now, Mario in 10th, Hutch in 11th place as Cheese Monkey looks like he's made a mistake somewhere. He's fallen down the order as a result of it. Just looking to see who's in the pits at the moment. Well, it looks like GTJ has just been in. He's gone down a lap now on the leaders by the looks of things, so that is him trailing at the back. Freeman looking to get himself back into the action. I think he's just been matched by the leader as well. So Kadeem is yet to come into the pits for his mandatory pit stop. Fighting over position in some of these guys. They're going through single file at Coppice. Now we see on this car behind Daz Parker and Simi Blunder in fight for 5th place. They're going to have the back marker ahead of these two. That'll be GTJ, I believe. He'll probably need to move out of the way here, and he does so. Moves off the racing line. And there's Mr. Error trying to get through on that back marker, and he does so, but only just. Cheese Monkey, after that mistake, is looking to rebound from that. driver start their 9th lap. Monkey in 10th place. Aziz falling back further now from Kadeem. That is 6.2 seconds. Was to continue on his charge. In on the Mercedes AMG of Daz Parker. He's going on his own in 5th place at the moment, so he's looking to pull away. He's a long way behind Freeman though, who is in 4th. With Simon giving chase to Precis. And got a stop-go penalty for car number 8. That is Cooper. Stop-go penalty for speeding in the pit lane for him. So that'll be him coming into the pitch soon, and take a look at the pitch. Jimmy Blonder is in. As we can see, Cola coming in. Deep. Continuing to extend the gap. He's now 6.7 seconds at the end of sector 1. He's now 6.8. See Simon continuing to pour all over the back of him. With just over 24 minutes to go in this first race of the season. Simon coming into the pit then from 3rd place. He looks to complete an undercut on Precis with this pit stop. Just to make sure he sticks to the car actually, if he does so in time. And we can see Cheese Monkey going off track there. Did go wide, but he's trying, he's lost position there. Mariola has gone through. It's been an eventful race already for Cheese Monkey. Simon, has he rejoined the race yet? He's still in the pit, you know. He spent a long time in there, and there's another car that's just in there as well, and it's Cooper who's going to serve his stop go. Simon's losing out horribly in all of this. Ahead of him now. So Kadee leads. He's in 2nd place, and Freeman starts to close the gap down. In 2nd place proceeds. Comes in, so 1 lap after Simon came in. Proceeds in for his only pit stop. And on this error also in. So going to watch, well, Simon's too far back actually. so I'd imagine that Proceeds is going to keep hold of what is effectively second place. He's still in his box at the moment, so it might give Simon the opportunity to continue to reach into that gap. He is heavy on fuel at the moment though, so Proceeds exits his box now, into the 50 km/h speed limit. He rejoins. Now where is Simon? Well, there he is, look, just coming to red gate corner, so the positions are the same as they were. What will Freeman decide to do here? I don't know what the D is going to be doing as well. He's coming into Goddard. Staying out there for another lap. Does Parker is the next one to come into the pits. Running in third before pit entry. So Joseph Troe is also in.
We are halfway through, keep it up.
Proceeds continuing to close in. He looks to get back through ahead of Parker and Troe. We're halfway through the event now. So in case you are wondering, when the clock does reach 0, the next time the race will come around will be the checkered flag. So he looks to have this one in his pocket, and a stop and go penalty for number 237. That is Daz Parker for speeding in the pit lane, so that's his chances of a top 10 finish out of the window now. Second driver in this race to be penalised for speeding in the pit lane. As Troe exits in the pit lane, adhering to the pit lane speed limit, and he's got back out. Where is the race lead though? Troe going too deep there into turn 1, and that will allow the BMW to look like on the car going through ahead of him. So you can see Kadeem leading Mr. Error, who's a lap down. Still hasn't left his box yet. And here's Proceeds running wide at Goddard's. He looks to get past the two drivers that are currently in the pits. He's left his box now. They will join in very shortly. And number 324 rejoins. Where does he rejoin? Well, he's most certainly behind Simon. He's just rejoined behind Timmy Wonder, so he's down to 6th place. And the race leader has come into the pit lane. The D. Hoping this pit stop will go according to plan. Freeman also in the McLaren. Who's actually into the hairpin now, but I think he's going to do enough to retain his lead here. He's just exiting his box now, is he? He has, and here's the pit lane speed limit. And Precis is coming into the last corner now, but Kazee already at pit exit. And Kazee retains the lead here at Donington Park. Precis will be looking to get back into second place here, only just though, because Freeman came out of the pit right behind him. Now I'd imagine on pressure tyres, Freeman is going to have the upper hand on this last stint. So Simon in 4th position now in the BMW. Battle with Kevin, Cheese Monkey. He runs wide on the exit of Red Gate. He comes down towards playing the curves. You can see Hutch and Tro fighting over 12th place. Gifford is down a lap actually on race leader. He is. I think he's the only one a lap down on the leader. Daz Parker is still on the lead lap at the moment. He's running in 16th place, so Cooper is the only driver that's been lapped so far. So 15 minutes remaining in this first race of the new season. Looking at the calendar for the campaign. So it's Donington Park tonight, and it's Alton Park in a week's time, followed by Brad Patch. And then the last Thursday of November will be at Laguna Seca. And then at the beginning of December we'll go to Misano, and then Imola, followed by Kyalami for the Christmas break. And then on the first Thursday of 2022, Bathurst will be hosting, followed by Paul Ricard, and then Barcelona hosting the final races, I think, or the final race of the season, I should say, and that is apparently going to be a 30 minutes. I think it's going to be 2 races actually in Barcelona, and it's going to be the same with Alton Park as well. So we've got 1 race tonight, 2 next week, 1 at Brands Hatch, 1 at Laguna Seca, 1 at Misano. Imola is going to be a 90-minute race that is going to be worth double points. Kyalami is going to be 1 race, Bathurst is going to be 1 race, Paul Ricard the same, and then Barcelona is going to host 2 races. There's a yellow flag there, and it looks like one of the Daz Parker has gone a lot off track there. I think it may well be. No, it's GPJ, my apologies. So he's gone for a spin on the exit of Goddard and on the pit straight, so he's just gone and mapped in. Precis is closing in a little bit on him though. 8.4 seconds is the gap. Let's see what the gap is by the time we go through the first sector. 8.6, so the gap has gone back up now. Freeman's closing a little bit, 1.7 seconds behind the Chevrolet. You see where Cooper is at the moment, going through sector 1. He's now 19 seconds behind GTJ. Daz Parker closes in on Cola. The gap is just under a couple of seconds. The closest battle we've got on the track is between King of Wonder and Cheese Monkey in the battle for 5th place. It seems to go through Coppice, down the Starkey Straight. Right behind. the outside, does the Ginetta. She's not going to get past the blocker here. To the outside. Sounds like someone to be very, very kind there, as Cheese Monkey dives to the inside on the exit, and that is surely him through into 5th position when they cross over the line. Cheese Monkey's not through yet, according to the timing screen. Goes to the outside into Redgate, and that is the connector through into what is now 5th place, with 11 minutes remaining. On his 18th lap in the Aston Martin, looking on course for his first victory of the season. In the first race, proceeds losing more and more ground. It's allowing Friedman to close back in on him. Now remember, Friedman is on fresher tyres than Proceeds, and that's helping him to good effect. Let's see what he can find in the remainder of this race. He's got enough time to pass him. The race is crossing over the line. I would say there is round about 7 laps remaining of this one. I did say there's going to be 25 laps. I could be right on the money. Freeman looking for a way past the Chevrolet. Get himself up into P2. Simon watching on, waiting to see what happens between these two. I think Does Parker may have got by Kohler for 14th position. We'll wait and see what the timing screen says when they next go past whatever section they are going past next. I think Kevin may have got in front of Mariola, or as Freeman dropped back. Mr. Error's got damage. You can see the bonnet is flopping around a little bit. Parker, as we want to go back to the battle for second place, because Freeman is going side by side there, look, with Proceeds as they go through the hairpin here. Oh, there's contact between the McLaren and the Chevrolet, and that's Proceeds going for a spin. Freeman has damage to his car. I think he's slowing down to let the Chevrolet back through, but all that's allowed Simon through into second place in the BMW. And Proceeds kindly let back through there by Freeman. I think the stewards would most certainly be looking at that afterwards. And all of that has allowed Cheese Monkey and Timmy Blonder to be closing in on those two. So the fight for the final podium could be the final 8 minutes. So Cadiz's lead is now 12.5 seconds over Simon in P2. Closing back in. Cheese Monkey is going to go as well. Netta. See Freeman thinking about a move. He wants to keep it clean this time. Trying a different line to the Chevrolet. We go through red gate. Make their way down the hill. Really battle going on between these guys. Freeman close in on Precise. It's been gone for a moment there, but we're back in the action here. Now, can Freeman make a move on the Chevrolet this time? It's too far back, I think, to have a go into the hairpin. Precise goes defensive. This is Freeman thinking about a move. Goddard is the next one. The 183 left-hander. Freeman to the inside, doesn't keep it clean. Precise leaves him enough space. And that is surely Freeman through and up into third position as they cross over the line. So Freeman through at last. He made it clean this time. And no problem for him there. And I think Cheese Monkey's looking to get past the Chevrolet. They go past red gate and down towards the Kramer curve. Very feisty contest between these guys. Precise continues to close in. Field. Like Simon. He's going past one of the back markers actually. Is wanting to fight back here on the McLaren. He hasn't given up on this yet. But he's crossed over the line, and I would say he's got round about. I would say he's got 3 laps to go, including the one he's on now. You can see Cheese Monkey thinking about a move on Precise to 4th position. He's crossed over the line. Still not able to take the front. You can see Tim Blunder, I think. So Kevin, Mariola looks to get in front of Kevin here in the fight for 7th place. Freeman's some way behind in 9th. So 4 drivers have been lapped in this race now. They are GTJ, Gus Parker, Kohler and Cooper, all 17 still running in this event. Not long to go now in this race. Petit to come round and take what's been a very thoroughly deserved victory. And it looks like Freeman has just held off Precise and Cheese Monkey for the time being. Cheese Monkey will be fancying a go here. Either the hairpin coming up or into Goddard's corner. So drivers are now on their penultimate lap of the race. You can see Precise running wide there at Goddard, and Cheese Monkey's got a better exit coming out of there. I think Precis is going to hold on for the time being. For how long? Cheese Monkey goes to the inside though into Redgate, and Cheese Monkey's done it, I think. Or has he gone in too deep? No, he has. He's done it. He's got through on Precis, so a very nice move. And it looks like a track limit penalty has been dished out for Mr. Error. So I think with only 2 laps remaining, that probably will be converted into a time penalty, but we'll wait and see as the checker flag falls. So a very nice move there from Cheese Monkey, and now a track limit penalty for the 666. I think that's for I think that's just an update to say that he needs to come in within the next couple of laps. So he'll probably decide to carry on and see what happens later. So I can imagine he'll lose positions to Hutch, Crow, and probably that's it. They're the last drivers on the lead lap. Race leader Cadee.
Okay, the leader is on the final lap now. Give it all you can.
So Cadee on his last lap, and Simon closes in on a brilliant second place finish. Precis will be very disappointed to lose out on a podium when second place could so easily have been his. And now he's got Timmy Blunder closing in on them as well, so he'll need to watch his mirrors on this last lap. Just watching Mariola, who's right behind Kevin here in the fight for 7th place. Going to go through Goddard's. We'll go to this battle after we watch the race leader Cadee go through Coppice for the last time. He's got 4 more corners to get through. What's been a brilliant first race for him. I don't know if he's competed in the Formula Racing League before in Assetto Corsa Competizione, but it's been an absolutely dominant performance from him. Hardly been challenged from start to finish. So Cadee goes through the hairpin, and he's got 1 more hairpin to get through. That is Goddard's. Cadee in the Aston Martin. He's going to come through, take his and Lime Racing's first victory of the season. Cadee wins at Donington Park. Absolutely phenomenal drive from him. A superb performance. Pole position to flag, and leading every single lap of the race on his way to achieving it. Simon comes through to finish in 2nd place in the BMW for Repsol Racing. And then it's going to be Will Freeman on the podium. And behind him will be Precis in 4th place, who seems to have got back ahead of Cheese Monkey on the last lap. So Cheese Monkey moves in out there. Timmy Blunder will be 6th. And then we go to the battle of the 7th as Kevin runs wide there, and that could give Mariola the grip he needs on the last corner to beat into the line, but Kevin should hold on to 7th place. Mariola is 8th. Freeman in 9th in one of the BMWs. That'll be for Overdose Racing with his BMW counterpart Omar Oz. Coming through 10th with Mr. Error. Now what will happen to him is he's going through the pit lane to take his side through, but he might just hold on to 11th position, but we'll wait and see as we watch Hutch run wide on the exit of the last turn. That's going to allow Tro to close in on him, and I think it's going to be converted into a 30-second time penalty for Mr. Error. So Hutch comes through to 12th. Hutch is going to come through to 11th, Joe in 12th, and then it's Mr. Error in 13th place. GTJ 14, Doug Parker 15th, Cola 16th, and Cooper the last of the finishers in 17th place. Cadee wins out by nearly 15 seconds to take the first victory of the season. Simon in P2 for the Reptile Racing team, with Freeman in 3rd, Precis 4th, Cheese Monkey 5th, and Timmy Blunder 6th place. Kevin 7th ahead of Maliola and Freeman and Omar Oz. Hutch, Joseph Cho, Mr. Error in 13th with the penalties applied. GTJ, Duz Parker, Kohler and Cooper running out the finishes. So that's the first race of the season. Apologies for the camera issues or the technical difficulties earlier on in qualifying, but thankfully managed to watch it in the race, and it's been an interesting one. Very much an interesting first one for me as well, as Assetto Corsa Competizione is still relatively new to me, and it most certainly is so on
Green light. Go, go, go.
in terms of watching online racing. And I believe that's it for the night. And if that's the case, you can see drivers leaving the lobby now, and we'll call it there. Thank you very much for watching us. Do make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the Formula Racing League channel. And we look to do it all over again in a week's time at Alton Park, where it should be, I think it's a double header as well. It's 2 races, 2 30-minute races. And we look forward to that. I'm Tom Cairns, and I'll speak to you again soon when the Formula Racing League returns.